guys, welcome to another episode of We Loves to See It. I'm Mimi.
I'm Simone.
And here we are. It's been a morning with Mr. Mike Glazer, a stand-up comic, Food Network former baddie, Emmy nominee, has a show at the Improv, the Comedy Store. He performs all over the U.S. What's up, Mike?
Thank you for having me. I'm so stoked. I was watching y'all's reels to get ready for this. This is going to be fun. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, my God. That's such a compliment coming from you. And you've got an awesome podcast, Weed and Grub. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we're back in September. We're on hiatus for our first time in 4 years, I think. We have not missed a day, not missed a break. And we're like, I'm toast. I don't even know what to talk about no more. So Mary Jane Gibson, that's my co-host. Her real name's Mary Jane.
I was going to say, is that a real name?
Yeah, it's her real name. It's like a family name.
Weed and Grub.
Weed and Grub.
So we smoke and we eat.
Smoking, snacking, chatting, hanging out. And then like, I don't even know why, like people like Megan Rapinoe come on the pod and people like Chef Roy Choi, Trixie Mattel. I'm like, I don't know why y'all want to hang, but I guess everyone smokes weed and likes to hang out.
I mean, if there's snacks, then
yeah. We do have good snacks. We have really good snacks.
Shit,
extreme goldfish. Have you ever had those?
No, what is
snacks,
that?
maybe?
Yo, you got to get, especially like for your pod. Yeah, some good snacks. What snacks would you have?
Alabama's finest.
Barbecue. Is barbecue a snack?
Yo, I feel like it is in the South.
You.
I think for me, yeah, barbecue would be a snack. Fries, French fries. How about, what do you think?
Fries, truffle fries. I love some like bread and olive oil.
Oh, you two really are high-low. You're like, I want some loose ribs, and you're like, I want some truffle fries.
I'll take it all.
Yeah, I want some baked beans and collards too, but yeah, that would be good. Well, I want to play a little game with you right now, and there's going to be an easy, medium, and a hard level.
Okay.
Okay. So you can choose which one. Some of the questions might seem a little invasive, so feel free to pick. All right. So hard. Wait, I'm gonna list all of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and you're gonna choose. Hard. What caused your mental breakdown? Medium. Do you have any sexual kinks? Or easy. As an avid toker, what's your fave? Are you an indica cunt or a sativa bitch?
Can we do all of them?
Yeah, let's do all of them. Let's go.
Okay.
Are you?
A sativa bitch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, easily.
Okay.
Easily. I had to judge indicas for the High Times Cannabis Cup this year, and I had to like break it down into like, I had like 40 entries, and I could only do like 3 of them a day, because every time I take a big indica rip, I just am toast forever.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So sativa all day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, little dabs all day.
Yeah, both strains just make me so tired. Like I can't, it doesn't matter. I
really?
don't know. Yeah, something must be wrong with me.
You don't have a preference?
Well, they both make me tired. Like sativa's supposed to be like an upper, right? Yeah.
Makes you tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you not like weed at all?
I love weed, but I love weed, but it doesn't but eventually like it just gets me, both of them make me so relaxed it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Dude, sativa's like an Adderall, man.
Not for me, not for me.
Mm-hmm. What about like dabs and edibles and stuff like that?
Oh, I pass out. I mean, I love it. I'm high for a minute and I eat a bunch of shit. I'll order like, tacos and quesadillas from Postmates just for myself.
Sounds amazing.
And it's great. And I laugh and have fun. But after that,
there's a place by me in West Hollywood. 2 things. One is it's a 24-hour Mexican restaurant.
I know which one you're talking
about. You know which one I'm talking about? Yes.
Yes.
Yo, it's so
fucking
it's
good.
It's a savior at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m.,
really
5 a.m.
is. It's so good.
It's so good. And then right next to it, I just discovered the 7-Eleven plays symphony music. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's to keep like the homeless away.
Oh,
I
how?
never noticed.
Yeah, that's to keep the homeless away. A lot of the 7-Elevens and different convenience stores, especially in downtown LA, they're doing that so that people don't just stay there and sleep so it bothers them. And so then it's, it's not Gucci Mane or whatever.
I know, but wouldn't that make
people
them
might
want to
stay.
Like have a...
No, it makes them, they don't want to fucking hear that shit. They don't want to hear Beethoven.
I almost want to dance for them. But Los Globos, right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Los Globos is that
Los
club.
That's the bar.
Globos.
Los Tacos.
Shout out. Wait, am I wrong?
Yeah, Los Globos is the bar in
what
Echo
is that
Park.
called? Los Tacos?
Burritos, I think. I don't know. We'll Google it later. It's on
Whatever.
Santa Monica,
Google
across
it.
from Employees Only.
Yes, where they have great truffle fries, just to bring it all back around. Okay, so what was the other one? Sexual kinks?
That's the medium one.
So I used to be super into needles.
Whoa.
Like not heroin, but like piercing needles. That was pretty interesting.
Wait. Were you doing like acupuncture on some bitch or what?
No, but like, okay, it might sound like a fake story, but it's 100% true story. In college, I was a sophomore and I was moving from like on-campus housing into off-campus like dorms, and I'm carrying all my stuff, and I turn the corner of my new dorm, and I swear to God, there's an alligator about this big on the floor, and it was my dude across the hall's alligator. He's like, haha, welcome to the dorm. And he thought that'd be a real funny thing. And so this is, by the way, this is like small town Missouri.
Okay, needles and alligators. What is this? This is Florida.
This is Cape Girardeau, Missouri as well. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Continue, please.
So he's like, I'm just kidding. And he grabs the mouth of the alligator so it can't open it and picks up the tail. And he's like, what's up? I'm Jim. And he's covered in tattoos and he has big gauges in his ears. And I was like, hey, and we hit it off because I was selling a bunch of weed and opium at the time to everyone on campus. And he was studying to be a tattoo artist and piercer. And so I would trade him opium and weed for piercing lessons. And it got like real kinky for me.
Sure
because
did.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure did, sweetie.
Yeah. And so like I would, like I'd pierce some girl's ear and like she would moan a little bit. And then like I would like pierce my ear and it would be real fun and we'd be smoking opium. And
ladies and gentlemen, he is still high. He has not come down yet. The opium is on fire.
Yeah.
Do you...
The best part about opium too is that because it's so sticky, when you have like the lasts of your like nug jar and you can just like roll the opium in it and get all the keef and get all of the...
Okay, so you're saying like you're rolling the opium in the keef is equivalent to a resin bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Hell yes.
Still crazy.
Yeah.
Someone help this man.
And
I'm just kidding. Okay.
And so one night I was alone smoking a ton of weed, a little bit of opium, but you don't want to use all your product. You want to make money.
Sure.
And I had a piercing needle, and like I used to have my tongue and my ears all over, and so I ended up.
Were you a Juggalo?
Yeah, I was a Juggalo. Nice, Mimi. I really was. I loved, man, one of my best concerts ever. ICP, we're like moshing all night. I'm covered in Faygo. I dive at the end of it to grab a 2 liter of Moon Mist that was empty as like a keepsake from the show. They got wheeled out in straitjackets. I loved ICP, man. They were great.
What a great guest. This is awesome.
How did you know?
I love that you called it. I even know what
You do your
just said.
research, you know. Insane Clown Posse. My favorite Insane Clown Posse song is the one where he's like talking about killing his girlfriend because she fucked the homie. I love that song.
Wow, I don't
Yeah.
know that one. You may be more of a juggalette than I am Juggalo.
Fun fact,
Damn.
I am wearing wide leg pants today. They're not quite Jinkos, but you know, they can get it. They can get it. Okay, so do you want to expound on the needle thing? Do you mean?
Oh, I can finish it up. So I ended up piercing my sack one night with one of my tongue rings, and I had that in for like a while. So I guess that's one of my kinks. I had to take it out though at a certain point. 'Cause,
My
you know.
prom date we were like 16 years old, and he had his dick pierced, and I'm like, you know, I never didn't think to ask questions, you know, when you're that young, but now I look back and I'm like, okay, he lived in a trailer park. That's how he has his cock pierced, you know, like that's how it happened. Where is Eric Mackey these days?
Eric,
Eric, where
call us
are
back.
you? Like maybe I'd be into that now, you know, like I'm older, more experience. All right. Anyway, so enough about that.
So that's medium.
Yeah, that's medium. The hard is what caused your mental breakdown. We're getting a little personal.
Yeah. Okay. I can say some stuff about that.
Okay.
My family is a bit of a bummer when it comes to mental and physical health and the history in my family. Nobody really talks about what their problems are. Boomers, for real. Like my uncle is schizophrenic, and my entire family, if they do talk about it, they say he tried acid in high school and it made him crazy. And I was like, no, maybe it like unlocked some schizophrenia, but he's a schizophrenic. Like you got to acknowledge that kind of a thing, and nobody will. And it's very frustrating. So when I go to the doctor and they're like, you know, mental and physical history, and I'm like, fuck if I know, man. You know,
Right.
like, you know, I come from a home that was very quiet. I would be playing music and someone would turn it off because they'd be like, I can't think. So we never really talked too much about any of that stuff. And then my mom has some pretty serious mental problems. I'm not comfortable diagnosing her.
Sure.
So I'll leave it at that.
Right.
But I have been diagnosed as bipolar and manic depressive. The bipolar one, I'm a little suspicious of. But then again, I have like walked down the street at 5 a.m. screaming and then knocking on my friend's door yelling, let's write a screenplay. So who knows, you know.
That just sounds like
who
Hollywood
knows?
to me. That just sounds like Hollywood.
actually-
Yeah, right? That could
That's-
just be Hollywood shit.
Like actually have done that.
Yeah, 100%. Like I've had some extended periods
Must
of time.
be a killer screenplay,
And-
dude.
and you're-
It's so good, and nobody will buy it, and they don't understand my art.
And you're an only child. You're an only child too.
No, I have a younger brother, Matthew.
That's okay.
Yeah, he's great. He works in special education with kids with autism and stuff. He's a cool dude. And so like I think that my 20s were tricky because I was partying, I was working at Second City, I was like living finally free in Chicago. And so I don't know where like drinking and partying all night and then doing comedy like ends and mental health. Like I don't know if I was losing my mind or if I was just like drinking and partying too much and being inappropriate in my 20s. I don't know where one ends and where one begins. But then when I got into my 30s, I started to like not do that anymore. And I was still having a lot of problems. And then come the pandemic, just pressure. Instead of turning into a diamond, I turned into a little shitty briquette and just like snapped my brain. And I talk about it on stage, but like I for real like realized that I was laying in my bathtub. I don't know how much time had passed, and like my burner was on, my door was open, my shower was on. I don't really remember much except for like looking around and being like, what am I doing and how long have I been doing this? And so now I take a couple pills here and there, and so I'm a lot better for it. But I have deep regrets about not taking my mental health seriously.
I love that.
More seriously.
Younger, because I think I would have not only a better career but like real friends in my life and be like I would have been a better person earlier, and that would have been cool.
Well, you know what? Not for nothing, I do not hear anything but amazing things about you, and you're a star angel king, and you know shit happens.
I appreciate
So
you, Mimi.
I mean, and you got through it, and you know you're speaking out about it, and you can help someone else. Okay, before this turns into a PSA,
I'm crying.
okay.
Baby, am I okay too? I was gonna
I don't know. I mean, you know, I almost started.
She's like,
crying
"You're a different
yesterday,"
story.
but yeah, we're good now. So you know, you haven't been doing stand up very long though. You've been doing stand up for what, 6 years?
I've been taking it serious for 6 years. I fucked around in Chicago here and there, but I was telling like weird poems about suicidal clowns and, you know, like
Juggalo shit.
Juggalo shit. Yeah, like I wouldn't call it stand up. I would call it like interesting. Maybe, you know what I mean?
For some people, very niche, you know, audience.
More than niche. I made a book when I moved here. I was like, I'm going to move to LA and make a splash. And I created a book. I can't even remember what it's called now. Like Monster Scooter, because that was my little imaginary friend growing up, because I was an only child so long. So I had a bunch of imaginary friends. So I called it Monster Scooter. And I had my ex do all the art for it because she can draw. And it was these weird poems and like weird fake menus that you could slide into restaurants with and like dumb shit. And I would stand outside of Paramount Studios and try and hand them out to anyone driving out of the studio. Because I was like, one of these people is going to be a writer, a director, a producer, and look at this like brilliant, weird book and be like, he needs a gig. And
It's clinical.
yeah, exactly.
It's clinical.
Like I tell that story now and people are like aghast and being like, oh, that's not how this city works. And I was like, I don't know. Nobody gives a fuck. You got to try.
Now it's like, yo, it's a strike. You're like, no, it's an opportunity.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hilarious.
So do you start counting like from the first time you got paid that you did stand up, or the first time that you?
No,
spoken to
I
a
just like
mic?
moved here and I loved working in Chicago. I loved Second City. It was the first place I felt like I belonged. I started as a door guy, worked my way up, took classes, got to assistant direct a main stage show, got a full scholarship to their directing program. Like they take 6 people a year. Like I was in the mix. I was like killing some shit.
Wait, what's the scholarship? What is that? How does that work there?
They take six potential directors a year, and you apply, and then part of the directing program is like how to direct actors, how to direct sketch, how to direct improv, how to direct an entire main stage production, which is like 2 acts plus an improv set every single night, and create something that is culturally significant and speaks of the time we're living in for tourists from all over the world to like see and acknowledge and realize that you're fucking funny. So like I was there when Tim Robinson was there and Sam Richardson was there. I didn't get to work with them, but I got to work with Tim Baltz, who's on Righteous Gemstones. I love him very much. And so I got into that directing program, and through that you get to assistant direct a touring company, and maybe you get selected to assistant direct one of the main reviews. And I got to do the 100th main review as an assistant director. And then I stuck around for a couple years after that to keep working. And then I was like, I don't want to become the dude who stayed here too long and now is like wondering what it could have been.
The linger.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, end of the bar, drinking my Jameson, talking about what happened 5 years ago.
I feel seen.
Yo, it's terrifying shit, yo.
Cool, dude. No big deal.
Why? What do you mean?
That's literally who I am.
Yo, say we don't know each other. You got to share a little.
No, just the Jameson at the end of the bar. BB sees me every day. I talk about the moments. It's all good. You know what? It's all good. It's not about me, dude. It's not about me.
Yeah, you're deflecting hard and heavy right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
What's up with this banana?
Understood. Oh,
Why did you bring this here?
because
Yeah.
I knew you were gonna ask like kink questions.
I don't want to do nothing with this.
Are you like trying to peg us?
No, you know what it is for real is
I don't know why I went there.
my friend Corey stayed with me for the past week, and he loves to like go out and drink beer during the day, and so I'm on like heavy detox. So like
Oof,
I made like a midnight steak last night and just ate like a huge steak, and today I'm just gonna eat a banana and a salad. Like I'm on the cleanup.
Oh my God. What's your favorite salad?
Ooh, I love a C's.
Love a C's.
I love a C's.
Love a C's.
Right? So versatile, so good. Yeah.
So speaking of faves, like what's your fave city to do stand up?
Alaska. Oh, that's not a city, but it is my favorite place.
No, it's not a city.
so
Is that
fucking
close to
rude.
Russia, Sarah Palin? What the fuck?
Yeah, you can see it.
I think there is like a spot where you can see Russia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Alaska. What a random.
so what? Where in Alaska?
I've performed in Anchorage twice, Ketchikan, and somewhere in the Kenai Peninsula. I'm gonna not remember the name. Alaska is just so special. It's like it's the kind of place where you don't need an ID because everyone is there to just like speak their mind, look you in the eye, shake your hand, disagree about politics, get in a fight, take a shot, and hug later. Like it's just like real motherfuckers who do hard work and
Yeah.
appreciate like a real conversation with another human being. And there's eagles flying around like pigeons. So it's so special.
Do you feel like you can get away with saying more there? Like it's more open in that way. You don't have to be as PC maybe as you do in LA. Is that part of the reason?
Hell yeah. I'm trying to do jokes about the writer's strike right now, and it's going bad. You know what I'm saying?
Can we get a little moments? Not the joke necessarily, but the preface of the joke
Of what?
of the strike. That's just such interesting. It's like too soon. Do we know? Do we not? Where are you going with this?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like push myself to do jokes about things that are in the world right now. Because usually I tell personal stories, like crazy sex stories or stories about like some cool thing that I did, but how I ended up ruining it, and you know.
Okay, so where are you going with the strike thing? What's your
Yeah, I just think like, again, all right, I don't want to do the bit. I'll just tell you the premise
do
of
the
it.
bit.
The
Yeah.
premise of it is basically two things. One is I was performing in Colorado and we were all partying afterwards at the bar that's attached to the club. And there's like 60 of us and we're all hanging out, having a great time. And then one dude turns on YouTube and puts on slap boxing. And when he put on slapboxing, all of us just got quiet and turned to the TV and just started watching it. And I was like, oh, the writer's strike is in trouble. Like this got like 60 people
Okay.
to just be quiet and be like, ooh, I'm entranced.
Yes.
Like, ooh, it's going to be a hard road when free slapboxing has the U.S.
Dude, fucking
by a
slap
stranglehold.
boxing. Why is that still even a thing?
I'm saying.
Would you just slap each other? Is that
Yeah,
what
just
it
like
is?
6'8" men
And
slapping each
it
other.
always starts out funny and then it gets serious.
Well, speaking of sports, I have a personal family question for you.
Ooh, let's get there.
Are you related to NFL insider Jay Glazer?
Great question. Lucas, right? Producer Lucas
Lucas.
also
My boy
said
Lucas.
yo, I thought Jay was going to be on the show today.
He's like, what a letdown. It's just good old Mike
Sorry.
Glazer.
My middle name's the letter J, if that's helpful, but no.
No.
I've never met him. I would like to meet him. I think we'd have a cool conversation
Yeah.
talking sports. Yeah, he should be on here next.
Yeah, you're a sports guy. Maybe can you reach out? Can you tweet to him?
Yeah,
Or
I'll tweet to him.
on our behalf.
Sure.
I would love that.
Okay. I'll let you know how that goes.
Please do. Oh my gosh. So tell me about this Emmy. You were nominated for Night of Too Many Stars.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the producers on the show got more credit than the writers? And do you feel like the writers deserve the Emmy nom more? Even though technically you were Emmy nominated.
Right. Technically I am, but I didn't get to go to a red carpet. Only the producers did.
Rude.
So like real talk. Yeah, I got my name. It says Emmy nominee. There's my name. But all the producers are the ones who took pictures on the red carpet looking hot. I would have liked to have looked hot
You
as
would
well.
have looked hot, Mike.
You know, thank you.
would've looked good.
Appreciate
Great.
you.
Yeah.
What would you wear or what did you wear?
I would want to, man, you know what? If I had a genie wish, I'd be like 5 inches taller so I could rock Rick Owens all the time.
Okay.
Ooh,
You know what I
like
mean?
That. I like that. His studio's near my house. It's
Really?
close.
Really?
Yeah, it's on Highland
How do you know?
because it says Rick Owens out on the outside. That's how I know. It says Rick Owens.
That's
Big
clip.
white building, and I didn't disclose where I live either. Highland's a really long ass street, okay? And if you come try to find me, I'll fucking tase your ass. All right.
We will kill you.
Okay, more about that later.
The cool thing with that though is that was the first time that I've gotten to like call my family and say like I'm writing for an HBO charity show.
Major.
And like Jon Stewart's the host, Sarah Silverman's involved, Chris Rock. I'm writing jokes for Chris Rock and he's saying them out loud. Like shit is fucking amazing. The most beautiful part for my family that they understood is because Night of Too Many Stars was raising money for kids with autism, I got to directly impact my brother's career with my comedy. And so it felt like this like family moment where it all came together where it's like, oh, his crazy comedy dreams is directly helping people that my brother works directly with.
That's so
That's
all
amazing.
encompassing and really beautiful.
Yeah.
Is,
So
is
that
your
was
brother
cool.
just so enamored with that,
Enamored?
or just grateful?
Yeah, I think it was a
thankful?
cool connection for us that we'll always have. We're very different. Like he wakes up in the morning and runs like 10 miles.
You walk
Who
around with
runs?
this fucking banana.
I've had this 3 days if you can't tell.
She's like, I don't run, but I eat
Hell
a banana
yeah.
and walk
Yeah.
to my car.
Sorry, I'm just like inspecting everything you got going on over
can-
here.
you
You got
can
any
throw 'em on.
needles with you too? Like what the fuck?
Not here.
Well, damn.
I do at my place though.
Oh, God.
We had
Coming over, dude.
we
Oh,
had
dear.
on our podcast Weed and Grub, we had my friend Anastasia Sin on, and she now has the world record for most like biohacks in her body. And when we went to her house, she's the widow of the amazing Jonathan, this amazing magician. Look him up, Amazing Jonathan. He just passed, and we were at his house, his and her house. And at the end of the podcast, we're all hanging out, and she goes, "Do you want me to microchip you?" And I was like a fucking dog? She goes, "No, I have these microchips, and you can put them in your hand, and then there's an app, and you can connect different things to them. So you could wave your hand like over a hotel door, and it'll unlock, or you could wave your hand over your phone and bring up like your Spotify playlist." And so I've got these like microchip needles just chilling in my dresser right now.
I want one.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It'd be so fun.
Oh my god!
I wish I would have given my ex.
But if you stick me with it, you're not gonna like get hard, are you?
Oh boy.
That's
Yeah, I can't
neither here
answer.
or there.
Yeah, I can't promise.
Can you just give them to
nothing.
me? I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah,
okay?
do it yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it myself. We got to keep it
Because it wouldn't be about you.
PG
It'd be
around.
about like the needle and stuff. Anyway, I don't need to get deep.
It wouldn't be about me. Oh, that's even more of a diss.
He's like, I don't want to get deep, but he will go deep.
God. Do I look fat? I'm just kidding.
Get out of here. You are a star-angel beauty.
Oh my gosh. Well, so would you say like your favorite part about, writing the autism special was the fact that you were directly impacting your brother?
No, my favorite part was my jokes hitting.
He's like,
For
fuck
sure.
that kid.
Yeah, for sure.
What was your favorite joke you wrote on there?
That's a good question.
Fuck. Oh, I'll tell you what it is. So the room came up with the dialogue for it, but at the time Paul Rudd was filming Ant-Man, and we were going to get an exclusive while he was in San Francisco filming. The first look of him wearing the new Ant-Man suit was going to be on the special, so we could use that for promo to get eyes, to get money. And Paul Rudd's like, yeah, like we'll do a first look with you all. And so I came up with the concept of him being sent a lot of questions to ask about like the suit and stuff like that. But every single time it just came back to, I can't remember what I pitched. It was some question of like something that had nothing to do with anything. And so everyone was like, oh, I love the index card concept of like questions for him. And then one guy in the room goes, oh, it should always come back to slap at a bass, which was a thing, right? And so like I came up with the concept for Paul Rudd answering fan questions, and then someone else came up with like every question should be about slap at a bass. And so both of us together got to like produce that and then go into the edit to make it happen. So that was cool. That was my first time doing anything like that.
He's amazing.
He's a fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, I need those stem cells that he's working with, that HGH he's got
Yo,
cooking
he
in.
does not age at all.
Oh, real.
He does not age.
He could stick me with his needle.
Sure can, sweetie.
For sure. I mean, he could. I hope it's of size. So did you smoke with anyone on the show?
No,
did you ever get a chance to do that?
No, not
Probably
for that.
not.
It was my first time doing anything like that. I was like, I stayed late. I was last one out. I tried to do. Weekends was just coming up with ideas and sending them in, and being told these are too high concept or too expensive. Think broader and less expensive. Like it was the best learning experience I could do, but I was just living it in New York for 3 months or whatever it was.
Respectfully. I love that.
Yeah. The most I did was like take myself out to like fancy restaurants as much as I could because I didn't know anybody, and I also didn't want to hang out with anyone because I thought that would slow me down.
Yeah.
That's a mistake. You know what I mean? I should have kicked it with more homies. But
I think it could have gone either way though.
Yeah.
Like you could like kiki with them and kind of like dive in, but at the same time, call it method, call it whatever the fuck you want. You're in your zone,
yeah.
as a professional. You kind of like don't want to cross that line, but then you're also like, does anybody like me? Like, what am I doing?
Yeah, exactly. I would say that is method, isn't it? Just
It
pouring
is.
yourself into the objective.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you act?
Yeah, a little bit. A dabble.
Huh. Word.
Word.
I can see you being like an awesome actor, even though we don't really know each other.
Oh.
I appreciate that. Tell my ex. I'm just kidding. No, that's really cool. I think that in stand-up, which you were going to talk about before, it does help us have the confidence of a sense where it's like you could go into a room and you could be like, okay, they want you to rip. Because they say, usually they're like, give us 2 takes. 1 take, the way it is. The next take, do your thing. And I feel like had I not done stand-up, I probably wouldn't have like done my thing as confidently as I do now,
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. I don't know about you. Like, do you want to do stand-up or are you using that for a platform? Like I was telling Mimi, like, I don't necessarily want to be a stand-up comedian. I mean, I fuck with it. I think it's cool and I really enjoy it. But I do think that it's just helped me progress into whatever the fuck else the journey is. What do you think? Like, is that what is your journey? Do you want to do stand up like that? Or do you think that it's been a nice segue to other things?
I think I need this strike to be over because these writers are taking my
this
stand-up
Coxman.
dates. Yo, you gotta get back in that writer's room because you're taking away my stand-up dates.
Okay, but
Let's go.
okay, in a perfect world,
Yeah.
what's the goal for you? Like, what do you?
I do stand-up. I make albums I'm proud of. I move tickets. I'd love to build towards like being able to do like weekends in a theater. I think that's like an achievable goal. Nothing
Very
crazy. Something where I'm like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 5 shows
Alaska.
in Alaska. Oh my God. If I could get a summer home there, I truly would. Like that's the place to get things done. And and then with stand up, I mean, ultimately I don't know how true it is, but I want to like make sure that my friends are always around me. So if I could hire them in some way to just be my friends,
yeah.
that's always a nice goal. I love being in a writer's room. I'm good at it. I also don't like, I love unscripted too. So I'd love to like sell an unscripted show more than anything, you know? And then story produce. I used to story produce for Magical Elves as an associate story producer. That shit's good. You just ask leading questions, let people go off.
I
like
love
it's
that.
so fun. I love reality TV. So I don't know. It's a lot of different things, but stand-up's at the core of it.
For sure.
Yeah.
You were on a reality TV show.
I was third place worst cook in America. Food Network. Get at me. I'm better now.
What was the dish? What was the dish that put you on?
Frozen pizza 3 times a day.
Fuck out of here.
3 for $10 Jack's frozen pizza.
You did not get
Such
on
a
the
move.
show for frozen pizza. Stop. Are you serious?
My-
That's what you ate every day.
It's what I ate every day. I was real picky growing up, even though I was a little fat fuck. All I would eat is like mayonnaise heavy tuna sandwiches, hot dogs
Love
with
tuna.
cheese. Right? Starkiss?
Yeah, dude.
Come on now.
Starkiss.
Not even albacore. Like the little like shreds where it's like
Oh.
mostly water that
It's
you
like,
gotta
that shit.
drink.
it's like catfish.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
cat food.
It is cat food.
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly.
And what was the dish that got you out?
Well, this is some bullshit. I'll just go on record.
It was a hoax.
It was so I'm on the show. I'm truly an awful cook. My ex who nominated me, like we had to label salt and sugar because I'd come home and I'd be like, I'll help you make pancakes, and I'd throw salt because I was like, I'm just like not good. I don't read directions. I'm a dude. I'm like, I know how to do it. I'll figure it out. And it's bad. It's burnt. It's gross. So I get on the show. The blind taste test for donuts. My last name is Glazer, and so we built like this whole storyline because I loved baking donuts, and I'm making like a s'mores donut, and it's got toasted marshmallows on it and cinnamon toast crunch milk,
That sounds
chocolate.
so good.
It was fucking bomb. And so at the end of it, they do a blind taste test of all the donuts, and I won. And I was like, boom, blind taste test. That means like I'm getting better. Like without knowing who I am, you're fucking with my food. And then we get to the semifinals. They fly in my girlfriend at the time, so I cook for her because my whole storyline is like, I want to become a better cook to cook for the one I love and then use the money that I win from the show to propose.
I'm going to hurt myself.
Oh, no, right? And so she comes on. I'm so surprised. I lift her up. I lift her up a little too high, too hard, and her skirt lifts up a little. They do a hard cut to someone else. I was appreciative of that.
That was very sweet.
That was very nice. And then we do a blind taste test where it's her, the other lover of the contestant I'm going against, and Anne Burrell. And I make salmon and lentils and something else.
Love.
And the salmon was a lot under.
Rather over than under on salmon, I have to say.
Ooh, yeah, it was like sushi grade oops, you know? And so, but in the blind taste test, they all picked my dish over the other dudes. So even though my salmon was
Even
raw,
under?
they were all like, no, this is so much better than whatever that is. So I went a second blind taste test, but Anne Burrell chose the other person instead of me. So I won every blind thing, but didn't get to move on to the finals.
It's kind of major. Why did we not make him do a donut moment?
Yo, that would have been fun.
Fuck.
Yeah. So I don't know. So I'm it's not that I'm bitter about that. It's just that like the one true test was, do you like my food without knowing who I am? And I passed that. And that inspired me to take the money that I did win from Worst Cooks and enroll in culinary school in Pasadena on the weekends. And so I went to New School of Cooking on the weekends for a year to get my culinary degree and like just learn basics and knife skills and sauce work and stuff like that. Cause I was like, yo, if worse comes to worse, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and be a prep cook for some restaurant here in LA.
sure.
You know what I mean? Like, let's go. I love that shit. Throw in the headphones, do some chopping.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. And so now I love cooking, and that show like sent me on a journey to like get a degree and take it serious. And now I'm making midnight steaks and pretty happy with it.
Fuck yeah.
How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium rare.
Perfect.
Yeah.
She goes perfect.
Something
I can nail
fucked
it.
up with somebody if they want a well done steak.
Yeah, but you-
fucked up.
All the time I say to people, are you sure? Like, well done? Who does that?
Who does that shit?
I think it's disrespectful.
My ex.
No, he didn't, Mimi.
Was
Yeah,
that-
he did a lot of things.
Maybe, but
we've
that
covered
was-
this. He ate boogers and ate well done steak.
Okay,
about
but
that.
maybe, you know.
I was like, what is
I
that?
thought
All I
that-
saw was meat for a second.
you
I
show
was
the
like, what
camera?
is that?
Oh yeah, that's just meat.
All I saw was
Put it
like
to the
red
camera.
meat. I thought it was a penis.
I thought it was a vagina.
Oh,
Can we get in there?
that looks perfect.
Yeah, there it is.
You should have brought us leftovers, Mike. What the hell?
That looks like my ex's
Yo,
dick
that's good
chopped
to know.
out.
Oh, Lorena Bob at that shit.
I
All
will
right.
chop it up. Sorry.
Okay.
That's good to know as a man. You can't just like show a woman steak pictures. Like
sure
I mean, I
can't.
literally, I shrieked. I was like, oh.
And she's from Alabama.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some shit. All right.
Alabama. Sorry.
Speaking of seeing and feeling some shit, is it time for Fuck, Marry, Kill?
I think it's time for Fuck, Marry, Kill.
oh, okay.
Okay. You're ready for this one.
I'm so excited.
I know why. Okay. So we do like a little thing every episode. I mean, I know a lot of podcasts do this, but I feel like ours is better. Okay. Fuck, Marry, Kill, right? It's a game you play with your friends at the bar or wherever. You and Joel probably play. But I know his best friend, Joel.
Yo, can we tell that story before we
Is
get
Joel
into this?
cute?
shit?
Yeah, Joel's hot.
Joel's
Joel who?
Joel's
Joel,
real
you're
hot.
so hot.
He's
Joel
my best
who?
friend, Joel Hadley.
Oh,
Best
that
friend
is
since kindergarten.
another Joel.
My story with Joel is that kindergarten all the way through now, we moved to Chicago at the same time, but didn't know it. And I was like, what are you doing here? He's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Because we lost touch in college, right? It is what it is. And then I'm driving to LA. I'm like, hey man, I'm moving to LA. He's like, I just got here. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Stop it.
Yeah, so that's like some like, LinkedIn stuff.
Oh, Joel, we love you.
He's at summer camp right now as a counselor. Missed the homie, but we met because he is like the connector of connectors.
Yeah.
The dude, anywhere he goes, he's the one who all of a sudden is going to end up in your family photos before the night is
I'm
over.
obsessed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's great. You're gonna marry him. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah, you
Is
should
Joel
marry
single?
Joel.
Yeah,
Joel
Joel-
is single.
Hi, Joel. Simone here. How are you?
He likes brunettes, right? Doesn't he like
I
brunettes?
don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
He likes, yeah, see, there you go.
Who has the type anymore?
Yeah. No,
I bet
Joel-
you're his type actually.
What's that?
I bet you're his type
Yeah,
actually.
I think so. I think so.
Wait, Simone, what's your last name?
Alexander.
What's your history, your heritage?
My parents are from Trinidad and Tobago, but mostly Lebanese.
Lebanese?
Yeah.
He's gonna love you. Yeah.
I mean, he has
Let's
no
do this
reason
one.
not to.
Yo. So wait, how do you know Joel? Because he
We went to college together at Alabama.
no shit.
Fuck, Mimi. I feel like she always meets people from like the best people, though. Really.
Yeah, the best. Yeah, so then I think he got, when did he move out here?
Maybe 6 years ago.
Yeah,
right
we
around the
moved
same
out here
time.
about the same time.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, we've seen each other touch and go here and there, and I went to that weed event, and then that's where we met, and I was there with my friend's little sister, and now she's working for that spot, so,
The Woods.
yeah.
Marlena.
Oh, awesome.
She's working for them?
Yeah.
They get
Good,
rid of the
good for
birds
her.
yet?
Yeah. What's that?
They get rid of the birds yet?
I don't know. I don't know the deets. I want to go there soon, though. I love it. I love to shout out to the Woods.
Yeah.
We love you, Woody.
And Woody Harrelson.
Woody
too. He was there.
Harrelson. Get in our pod.
He was there. Yeah, I wish. So, fuck, marry, kill. Let's go.
Okay.
We've got 3 famous potheads today. And this is, a hypothetical situation. This is genderless. We're gender fluid here. We're a safe space.
Safe.
Willie Nelson, Rihanna, and Lil Wayne. Who would you fuck, marry, or kill? And Simone will start, and we'll get to you at the end.
Wow.
Woody Harrelson, Rihanna, Lil Wayne.
No,
Okay.
no. Willie Nelson.
Sorry. Willie Nelson. Okay. Fuck. Okay. So I would probably fuck. I would fuck Rihanna because, fuck Rihanna. Marry Lil Wayne just because the bars and the money. I love all the Carters. We talk about this. Every Carter can get it. And kill Willie because he's going down, you know. I don't think he could fuck right now. God bless.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And Woody, if he was in the mix,
Yeah.
what would you do for Woody?
Oh, Woody. Sorry. What do you mean? Oh, come on. BB knows I don't fucking put out, sweetie. I'm a receiver. I've lived a life.
No, this is
wait.
this is you and this is him.
Oh,
you
like
would have
anal.
sex with him. I'm not talking about anal.
Well, this is not what that means?
Well, no, this just means sex.
Oh.
Like, you know, or anal, whatever. You never
Whatever,
know.
that shit
you
hurts,
never
dude.
know. You never know.
Look at
You're
him
in your
trying
30s. Shit happens sometimes. It doesn't happen during that.
Whatever.
All
He's
right,
going to die soon.
Okay, my turn. I would fuck Lil Wayne. I think it would be a good time. I know someone that's had sex with him. They said it was good. Yeah, it was years ago. I would kill Willie Nelson just because, I'm sorry, I may have grown up without a father, but I cannot stand
Me.
old, ugly white men. Oh, they make me sick. Like I just like the whole like daddy issues thing really gets under my skin. And I'm like, ugh, I would never like, I tried to date a guy one time that was like 50. I was like, no. Okay.
Sweetie.
Too much. And I mean, I was like 30 at the time, but whatever. It was still too old. Okay.
Okay, wait,
and
so-
I would marry Rihanna because she's hot and I do not believe in a sexless marriage and she's the richest one.
She's hot as fuck. God damn
Your
it.
turn.
Yeah, marry Rihanna, definitely.
Yeah, see?
I think
Okay.
we would have a great time. We'd go on boats and we'd see the world.
This motherfucker. He's really making a...
smoking blunts, hanging out, pointing at dolphins. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Look
so
at that one.
romantic.
Yeah.
Would you punch her with needles too?
If she wants, yeah. I mean, you know, we can.
You believe in consent even when you're married?
Yeah,
He's like,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But also like,
wild thoughts.
yeah, exactly. Like
Wild.
she can roll a blunt on my head while I'm like piercing her titty.
Which head?
Ooh, that's funny. That'd be a good
Maybe.
meme. Have you seen that where she's on her bodyguard's shoulders and she's rolling
Yes.
a blunt on his head? Oh yeah. So if you took him out and put a dick,
Just be erected.
Just put that photo of the steak.
Be
Just put
erected.
that
Flip it up.
the steak you just showed us.
that's a
Dude.
lot of fun. Yeah. So I'd marry her, spend the rest of my life with her.
He's
I'd fuck Lil Wayne.
fuck that shit.
And a little bit of it, honestly, would be a little bit of a hate fucking too, because I went to go see him in concert twice, and 2 times he canceled at the show. And I was like, yo, I'm here to like turn up to you. The Molly is about to kick in. What's up, Lil Wayne? And they're like,
The worst.
unfortunately, Lil Wayne is not going to be able to perform tonight.
Can you imagine that vibe though? Like,
Yeah, it was still great. I went and saw Zed instead.
Oh,
It was still a
okay.
lot of fun.
that's way more Molly friendly. I feel.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so too.
I don't think I would roll for Lil Wayne, but do you? You know?
So you would probably engage in some knife play with Lil Wayne since you don't like him that much.
Maybe so, yeah. And I'd love to try lean also. So
Ooh, some scissor.
yeah,
Okay,
I
let's
love
go.
it. Absolutely. So yeah, I'd fuck Lil Wayne, and like yeah, I mean, I love Willie Nelson. Honestly, we had Particle Kid, his son, on Weed and Grub. Good dude, but
Wow.
also like you know, he's turning the corner. I think he's like
done.
90. So you know, me and Time together have to kill him.
Right.
Yeah, but those are good ones.
Those are good ones.
Really good ones. Oh, and then for Woody, I would. I don't want to marry him.
Did you fuck him?
Maybe fuck him.
Wait, who would be the top and who would be the bottom?
I'd prefer to be top for sure.
I feel that from you.
Yeah.
He's probably got a tight hole.
You're giving
I think
big top energy.
Well, I
I
feel
think-
like
thank you.
Woody.
I appreciate
yeah,
that.
big top energy, but I feel this is like a verse situation because I feel like Woody would be top too. You know what? Woody's the type of guy where he'd have to get drunk and be the bottom. That's it.
Okay.
I don't
can
see
it.
Woody being a fucking top, dude.
He's verse.
I can't see you being nothing but top, though.
What, Mike? Yeah,
No,
Mike.
you.
Who, me?
I'm talking to you.
No, baby, I'm verse. Why is this? No, we're not. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Does verse just
She's
basically
just
mean
turning
like
me on with this top right now. The top is topping. You're a top, whatever. It's your fault. You did this.
I
today.
didn't do anything. I just got
Mike, you
dressed
agree.
this
She did this.
morning.
Great
She
looking
got
top.
dressed this
Thank
morning.
you. It's just an outfit from Zara I bought last year. Okay, can you not? What are you doing?
Shout out to Zara.
Oh my God. Anyways,
Y'all are
wow.
hilarious.
Shout out to me being
This
turned on
is-
by my co-host.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And this is the last episode.
I'm going to text your brother now.
You know what? I don't blame him. You know what, Shane? You want to shoot your shot? Shoot your shot. It's fine. Go
Love
for
you,
it.
Shane. I saw you do it working in the gym yesterday on your Instagram story. You looked great. All right.
All right.
We have
Okay.
wrapped this episode of We Loves to See It with Mike Glazer. Mike, can you let us know do you have your September dates for your shows at the Improv and the store?
I can tell you what I got going on.
Yeah, tell us.
Weed and Grub comes back in September. My comedy store show is the third Wednesday of every month. It's called Glazer's After Party. The next one is August 16th. It's just an after party. I hand out mushrooms. I hand out weed. We turn up. If you're going to show up to a show 10:30 on a Wednesday at the Comedy Store,
going.
you ain't got shit to do tomorrow. You know what I mean? Let's turn up. Let's have a good time. So it is a real good time. Glazer's After Party at the Comedy Store. I got a bunch of dates in August. I just found out I'm opening for someone in September back home in St. Louis, but I can't announce that till he announces it. So I'm stoked on
but
that.
we can find out how to see it.
Oh, thank
'cause
you.
We can
For
follow
your
you.
follow.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Last two things. Go to my Instagram at Glazer Boo Hoo Hoo. I just did warm up at the NHL Awards and performed in an arena. So if you can follow me, that'd be cool. And that's at Glazer Boo Hoo Hoo. And there was one other thing. Oh, if you go to a restaurant and you order a steak, the server asked me what temperature I wanted it at. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't know that, I know medium rare. And he's like, that's what I mean. I was like, well, then it should be, how do you want it cooked? Not what temperature. And so I said 100 something because I didn't know what medium rare was.
That out-of-work actor needs to get
I'm
back on
literally
a film
dying
set,
right now.
because that is crazy.
The fact that this is his closing argument. Guys, listen up. If you're going to say a temperature, so what's the temp?
I don't know. I got to look up medium. I guess I got to learn more about how I want my meat cooked because I don't know what the temperature is for medium rare.
Yeah, you got to learn Fahrenheit and Celsius.
I know.
You're hilarious.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature for medium rare steak? Hey Siri, what's the temperature for medium rare steak?
Is that
145, 63 degrees Celsius. 145.
So when you go to a
that's my last
restaurant,
plug.
you say, I would like my steak to be 130 to 140.
Are you going to do your shoulders like that too?
You gotta do like
you
this.
do it?
Oh, what's that?
Mike, can you do your shoulders
what's
like
that
this?
Bill
Yeah,
Hader
sure.
thing where it's like,
do it?
are we getting a bag or not?
Oh, yeah.
2 grams, 3 grams. Let's go.
Oh, my God.
All right, listen. On that note, we need to finish with a flick off because this is what we do. Flick the camera off to 130 degrees Fahrenheit. You guys, we'll see you next Tuesday. We
Thank you,
love to
Mike.
see it.
Thank you. This
Love
was awesome.
you.